Welcome, welcome, welcome in. As you come in, guys, please tap the screen. I'm here to talk about real estate investing. That's what I like to talk about, helping people get to financial freedom. So I don't talk about fix and flip and wholesaling and rent arbitrage. I know people are interested in that, but I'll tell you what, the real wealth is when you can hold these properties and really stand on them for a long time. That's really the key. And I rent them out. What's going on? What's going on? So I rent my properties out. I rent them out to Section 8. I do other ones too, guys, but the real key is holding on to the properties. That is the catch. I'm telling you. And guys, this is really not even hard work. You're actually doing the hardest thing, and that's working for somebody. And I've been there before. That's why I can actually testify. So I just come out here and share with you how to really get the true financial freedom, how to get financially unstuck, because they're not teaching you this in school, right? They don't teach us how to become entrepreneurs. They don't teach us that the key is you got to get assets and use leverage. They don't teach us this. So I come out here and teach this because this is through my life, my career journey. Because I started out in 2000, right? And I haven't looked back since. Now, you could still have your job, because I did. And I recommend not even quitting your job. Don't do that yet, right? But the point I'm making is, if you think that you can only make it by just one income working for somebody else, it's a setup for disaster. And this is why a lot of people are struggling. This is why a lot of people every single day are living check to check because, well, there's a few things. You're spending more than what you're making, but also you don't have any assets. You don't have anything to make you income as you're sleeping. I like what Warren Buffett said. It said, if you don't find a way to make moolah passively, you're going to work until you pass away. The wealthiest man in the world, he's telling you the secrets. He's telling you what to do. But even with that being said, people don't listen. So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, you can be able to do this, guys, and you don't need a degree or certificate. So as y'all come into the room, guys, I ask y'all to do a big favor. All you have to do is just tap this screen. There should be hearts coming up. Because what this does is it lets the algorithm know that, hey, look, Eric is going live. He's teaching people about real estate investing. He's showing people how to get out of financial freedom like he did it. And he's giving you and coming out here and giving you free game. And what that does is it helps the algorithm, and people that want to know about real estate, they'll come in here too. So my goal is to get to 75,000 likes, right? I know that sounds like a big goal, but I can promise you at the end, I give you about 75 million likes worth of information. All right. So that will show support in me, right? That'll show that you like this information and you want this and you're showing support. All right. So, and if y'all have any questions, guys, be more than welcome to put them in the chats. I'll answer any questions that y'all have. That's another reason why I come on here. But it's like people don't realize that, the reason why we're living check to check, the reason why we're broke, the reason why we can't get ahead and we can't even retire comfortably is just that we simply don't have the learning skills. We don't have the things that we need to move the needle forward, right? And one of them is you have to have assets. They don't teach you this. I'm just being honest with you. And trust me, I was just like everybody else. I used to work at these plants. I used to be an operator. But I was really at a point in my life, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was really at a point where I was saying, man, am I living to work or am I working to live? Because I was putting in 12 hours a day. And that can be draining. And then not even including the commute. So I just started to retract myself and say, I got to do something different out here. Having 2 kids and my wife, I says, man, I don't want to be away from my family all day long, right? There's got to be another way. And I saw other people doing it, and that was successful. The key is, guys, you have to hang around people that are already successful. Okay, I'm just giving you some little gems. You have to hang around people that are already successful because it'll rub off on you. And you know what the saying says, if you hang around 4 broke people, you're going to be the 5th one. But on the opposite side too, if you hang around 4 wealthy people, you'll become wealthy too. And that's real talk, because you tend to the people that you hang around, they rub off on you because you want to be like them, or at least close to it. And you want to do similar things. I'm just being honest with you. All right. So I started going into the rooms where the wealthy people are. See, this is how I learned this, because my college, the college that I went to, they didn't teach me this. The schools that I went to, they didn't teach me this. So I started hanging around people that were wealthy. I started going to seminars, right? I started reading a lot of books. You see these books behind me? Run the likes up and give me a thumbs up if y'all see these books. Because sometimes my screen acts up. Run the likes up and give me a thumbs up. Do y'all see these books behind me? You got to read books, guys, right? They always say if you want to keep information from people, put it in a book. It's simple because a lot of people don't want to read, right? Sometimes the information is right in front of your face, but we don't read books. So I'm just telling you what I've learned. You got to read books. That does help. You got to get around the right people. And I'm going to tell you a little key about people. When you're around the right people, people will take you places where money can't. People will take you places where moolah can't. I'm just being honest with you, right? I've gotten a lot of deals because of the people. It's not because of the bread. I was able to get the correct loans because of the people and the connections that I had. It wasn't because of my bread that I had. All right. So getting around the people is paramount when it comes to doing real estate. Okay. And these are just some little gems. But like I said, guys, you got to really put your mind to it and you could be able to do this. A lot of people out here, we work so hard, but we're working on the wrong thing. And I don't know if that was you, but this is definitely me. I was working. It wasn't that I didn't have a bad work ethic. I was just working on the wrong thing. I was working on building somebody else's dreams instead of my own. So I started to building my own dreams. And I started getting into real estate. And I bought one at a time. And then I bought another one. This is while I was still working at my JOB. And then I bought another one. And then I bought another one. Guys, this stuff is so doable. You just got to put the effort into wanting to do it. I'm just telling you. You put the effort in it, you'll get the results. But it just takes time. And real estate is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Because I don't teach fix and flip, wholesaling, rent arbitrage. That's still not a get-rich-quick scheme. And what I do, it just takes time. But it's worth it. I guarantee you it's worth it. So, does anybody have any questions? Can y'all run the likes up, guys? Can y'all run the likes up? That lets me know y'all are here and I don't have a room full of BOTSs. What do you do? All right, user 85711. What I do is I buy investment properties, single family homes, and I turn around and rent these things out. I'm leveraging by using OPM, other people's bread. I can't say it on TikTok because they don't like certain words, but I'm using other people's bread. And I get income every single month on the first. And all along, I'm building wealth. And then I come out here and teach this. Now, a lot of people come to me and they want to do partnerships with me and stuff. Guys, all I do is teach, okay? I can get properties because I've learned the skills and I built a team, all right? So I'm just out here to teach others on how to do this because I was able to break the family curse in my family, which is in a lot of people's families, is where they don't know how to break that financial curse, right? A lot of people are middle class and broke and poor, and the cycle just continues, all right? So I come out here and show you how to break that cycle. Would you like to know how to break that cycle? I'm actually giving y'all an ROI. I'm not here to show you cars and boats and yachts and helicopters, materialistic stuff. I know people love that stuff. I come out here and give you value, okay? If you want an ROI, put ROI in the chats. Again, thank you, Langog. But put ROI in the chats and run the likes up. Let me see what kind of crowd I'm working with today. Let's see what kind of crowd I'm working with. Langog, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Langog is with, okay, well, at least Langog is listening to me. So with that being said, I'm just going to give you ROI. Guys, if you want to go look at boats and stuff, go ahead. It doesn't matter. I just give out information and hopefully you'll be like, you know what? I want to change my situation because I'm sick and tired. Thank you, DSW. Thank you, Layar. I just want people to just say, man, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being broke and miserable and unhappy, and I need a change in my life. So again, guys, all I do is I get single family houses. I'm going to just share with you 3 things, guys. And again, if you want to be able to work with me, okay, I didn't say this earlier. Oh, one more thing before we get it started. Please, again, run the likes up because what this is going to do is, again, help the algorithm out, guys. I highly suggest you, if you like this information, what I'm about to give you, you might want to follow me and start following me now, because what happens is if you don't follow me and I get off, you're going to get lost in the algorithm and they're not going to bring you back to me. Trust me on this. happens all the time. Because what happens is we got SCAMers in here. We have SCAMers in here, and they're going to trying to get in contact with you. They got my face, my picture, my videos, and they're going to try to sell you crypto or stocks or something like that, and I don't do the stocks, okay? And I'm not going to reach out to you, just being honest with you. And then when you follow me, you hit the notification bell, you'll know when I come back on. So that's what I'm telling you. If you want this information and you like what I'm talking about so far, you might want to follow me like literally right now. All right. All right. So again, guys, here we go. I'm sharing you how to get out of your situation. But real quick, I used to be an operator at a plant. Okay. And I did that for a long time. I got to a point where I was sick and tired of being broke because all I was doing is exchanging time for wages. I went to school for this job. But guess what? Even though I was making six figures, I was still very unhappy. I have 2 kids and my wife, and this when I was 25. I'm 53 now. But I learned real quick that corporate America is not for me, and I'm going to tell you why. See, people don't really understand this until it happens to them. I've been that guy that got laid off. The worst part about getting laid off is they don't give you a real good notice, because they didn't give me a real good notice, and I'm replaceable, and so are you. One of the things I've learned is not only do they not care, is that I'm going to tell you right now, in this world today especially, you better have a backup plan. Put backup in the chats and run the likes up. I want to see if people are paying attention. Got to see if people are paying attention. Put backup in the chats. If you don't have a backup plan, guys, financially, you're in trouble. See, most people only have one stream of income. Most of y'all have only one stream of income, and that's all you have. That's right, backup and run the likes up. Because if you just have one stream of income and it's just corporate America, if they let you go, you're dead. You're done. You are going to be done. This was me. So this is what happened. I ended up finding another job because I needed something quick and I was in the same field. So what helped was I had my degree. But when I got back in and I got my next job, I told myself this. I said, I will never get myself in that position again. What do I mean by that? You give corporate America too much control. They already got your time. Now they tell you what you're worth. And they can let you go at any given moment. Like I said, I already experienced it. I said I will never get my family in that position again. So this is what I did. I started getting into real estate. And that was the best move I ever made. Okay? I've learned so much in the real estate game. This is exactly why I created my own ebook. This is exactly why I created my own program. This is why I do coaching, because I don't want other people to go through the same struggle. All right? And you can get out of your struggle if you just take the time out to say, you know what? I want to learn something different. Guys, the only way you're going to make it out of your situation, I'm just being honest with you, it's not winning the lottery. It's not working 2 jobs or 3. It's not going to a different job that's going to pay you more. I'm just being honest with you. You have to learn a new skill that's going to, and people always talk about learning a new skill. Yeah, that's one thing, but you got to bring value to the marketplace. All right, you have to bring value to the marketplace. In other words, if I have this pen right here and I try to sell it to the marketplace, it's not bringing enough value. Are y'all understanding that part real quick? Give me a thumbs up and run the likes up if that makes sense just so far. You have to learn a new skill, but that skill set, you have to bring value to the marketplace. Give me a thumbs up and run the likes up if this makes sense, because I'm going to share something with you. Let's run the likes up, run the likes up, run the likes up. Give me a thumbs up. Because you really have to bring value to the marketplace. Let me share with you how I bring value to the marketplace. All right. All I do is go get properties, single family houses, right? And I'm dealing with motivated sellers or distressed properties, one of the two, or sometimes it's even both. Thank you, Big Bro and DSW. Thank you. Thank you for responding. So all I do is get these single family properties, and I don't need a whole lot of moolah, and I don't need perfect credit. And all I'm doing is getting these properties and getting them rented out. Thank you, Langog. All I'm doing is getting these properties. And I'll share with you some examples. Guys, all I'm doing is getting these properties, leveraging by using OPM, other people's moolah, and then I turn around and rent these things out. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I didn't create this. All I'm doing is following other people that have done it. They always told us don't copycat in school. That's true. You can't copy from people's tests. But guess what? In the real world, that's what you want to do to become successful. You know why? Because you cut your learning curve. Now, I don't know. I'm going to stop for a second, but I'm going to reset the room for a second. I got to make sure y'all are paying attention. For y'all that just came in, guys, my name is Eric. I'm a real estate investor, and all I do is teach people about real estate investing by the buy and hold strategy and renting these things out. Okay, so if you want to learn, tap the screen, ask me questions. I'll do what I can to answer. Okay, but all I'm doing is buying these properties and turn around and rent these things out, and I get paid every single month through the government. So it doesn't matter what the economy does. I still get my bread. Okay, I don't know how many people like that, but that's what I enjoy. Guys, I'm buying undervalued properties and I make moolah as soon as I buy the property and as soon as I'm renting it out, because I get cash flow every single month. And every single year, my properties go up in value. Does everybody get it so far? Run the likes up if that makes sense. Run the likes up if that made sense, what I just said. You know why this is so easy? I'll tell you why. And this could be just as easy for you. It's because I took the time out to learn it. It's just like your corporate America job, right? You had somebody train you. You didn't know how to do it at the very beginning, but didn't you get better over time because you put the effort, you put the energy, right? Does that make sense? Didn't you take time to learn it? You didn't know your corporate job when you first got started, but you took the time out to learn it. So now it's easy. You almost do it without thinking about it. And you will too when you get into real estate if this is what you want to do. But let me share with you the type of single family properties that I get. Do y'all want to see this? I don't know. I don't want to do this and y'all don't want it. I just want to make sure I'm bringing value to you, that you're learning something, that you like it. I don't know what type of crowd I got tonight. I'm just making sure, if I see enough thumbs up and likes up, man, y'all are falling asleep on me. I'm going to go get my oil change. That's all I know. All right, so let me stop here because I think we're done. I think people are tired right now. So I don't want to hold y'all up. I just come out here to share with y'all what you can do. This is definitely doable. You don't have to have a degree. You don't need a license. You don't need a certificate. You don't need all that. Langog said, no, don't. Okay, Langog. Okay, I was just about to. I'm for real, because I do got to go get my oil change. Okay, all right, just making sure. Let me show you the type of properties I get. And look, I'm making moolah as soon as I sign on the dotted line. And I'll show you proof with one of my deals, okay? All right, let me show you what I get. Run the likes up, because I'm going to share some game with y'all, man. Matter of fact, run the likes up and tell me what city and state you're from real quick. Tell me what city and state you're from. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. You don't learn this being a realtor. You don't learn this in a college, what I'm teaching you, okay? I'm just being honest with you. You're not going to learn that. That's why this is so valuable. If you take this information and be like, you know what? I need to level up. Yeah, most people financially need to level up because most people are just struggling financially. All right, let's see here. Let me pick a city and state. I need y'all to continue to put it in now. I'm just going to pick a city and state, okay? I'm going to share with you what I do and how you can do this too. No degree required. You do need to learn from somebody, though. That's what I do recommend. All right, let me find a property. Hold on. Okay, look, let's do this one. I want to do a visual here, though. Let me find one with a visual. Hold on. Somebody said Tampa. Let me see. I need y'all to continue to run the likes up. I'm looking for the deal. Hold on. I'm looking for something right now. Give me a second. I got to put my numbers in. I'm going to share with you guys because this stuff, when you learn this stuff, guys, it'll get you out of that financial situation that you're in. I'm telling you. A lot of people are broke because they just don't want to take the time out. Everybody's looking for a shortcut or a quick way out or, real estate takes time, but it's worth it. And it's not going to take forever. It won't take you as long as it took me. All right, hold on one second. I'm still, oh, man. I should just pull up my property, but I do that at the end. All I do, guys, is I buy distressed properties. I get properties that need work or I'm dealing with a motivated seller. It's really that. It's just like that because I'm getting it less than what it's worth. All right. Hold on one second. I'm still looking. My bad. I usually don't take this long. Let me find some. Okay, watch this one. Okay, here's one just as an example. And you can rent these things out. It's not hard. Okay, and I don't mean to say it lightly, but it really isn't once you learn how to do this. It's just rinse and repeat after that. But I want to buy properties that need a little bit of work, or I'm dealing with a distressed owner, okay, or distressed property. Look at this one right here. This is in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna flip my screen around. I'm just giving you an example, guys. This is what you need, and you need to have assets. This is why this is the cheat code. This is a cheat code to wealth. You buy assets like this, okay? You see how bad this is? I want y'all to see this real quick. You see how bad the walls are? Nobody is going to try to rent this property out for me when it looks like this. Y'all agree with me? Put yes in the chat if you agree. This is the distressed property. I'm dealing with a distressed property or motivated seller. Do y'all agree with me? Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, just making sure. This is the type of properties I want to get right off the rip. Look, I don't think this one had a toilet. See, the toilet's supposed to go right here. Okay? This is the type of properties you want to own. I know this sounds wild. What I'm telling you is this stuff can be repaired. This is the catch right here. I'm going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Give me a second, Curtis. Let's run the likes up because I'm going to share with you. I want to connect the dots for you. That's what I'm here for, okay? Did you go to college? No. You don't need college. You don't need a degree for this. You don't need to be a realtor. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. You don't. So let me connect the dots for you guys. Look, that property right there, it needs work. I'm dealing with distressed properties, but let me connect another dot for you. You need to deal with motivated sellers. Let me give an example of a motivated seller. A motivated seller would be somebody that's going through a divorce. They're motivated to sell their property. Now, give me an example, run the likes up and put in the chats. Give me an example of a motivated seller. Now, I just gave you one through somebody that's going through a divorce because I bought properties that's gone through a divorce. People going through a divorce. Run the likes up and put it in the chats. Give me an example of a motivated seller. Just curious. I hope y'all are learning something. Probate, good one, Langog. That's a good one. Someone moving, that's good. DSW, that's a good one. Somebody moving. Well, somebody moving maybe because of their job. Trouble with the law. Lenny, I guess, yeah. Elderly, yeah, that's another one. Give me a couple more. Inheritance, okay. How about somebody being sick, gravely ill? I bought a property in 2019. Somebody was sick, and that's what. Matter of fact, I bought a couple of properties like that. I'm about to show you one of my own that I bought like that in 2019. Bankruptcy, that's another one. Okay, great. So you got the idea. All right. So the reason why I'm doing that, guys, because I'm buying properties that have to sell. I'm solving people's problems as a real estate investor, guys. That's all I do is solve people's problems. Does that make sense? Remember, I'm needed in the marketplace because I'm solving people's problems. It's not just about the home. Again, we're solving people's problems. That's the catch, okay? You don't need a degree for this. You don't need a license. You don't need a certificate, okay? I'm just being honest with you. All right, so now when I buy them, right, I'm making moolah as soon as I sign the dotted line. Yes, ma'am, that's one of them too. Inheritance. Okay, now you need to know about funding. Does anybody want to know about funding? I'm just trying to see which way y'all want to go, man. I'm trying to give y'all all the pieces together. If you want to know about funding and how do you get these, even if you got bad credit, put funding in the chats and run the likes up. Because I got to see which way we got to go. I got to turn my fan on. Put funding in the chats. Guys, I'm going to give y'all some great news about something. You do not need perfect credit, and you do not need millions of dollars to get started in real estate. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. You do not need great credit, and you don't need millions of dollars, because I had neither when I first got started. I had neither one of them when I first got started. Keeping it a buck with you. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I was so sick and tired of working for somebody else, I was willing to make this work. And I didn't have a whole lot of moolah. So Eric, how did you get started in real estate if you didn't have the money or the credit? Great question. I'm glad you asked. Let me share something with you. Let me go over here, and I'm going to show you how you can get deals Run the likes up and tell me what city and state you're from. Let's do this. Let me do another one. I need y'all to run the likes up, guys. I'm gonna pull a city and state in your area, city and state, and run the likes up. If I just see one, I'm not gonna answer it. If I just see like somebody say Texas, I'm just gonna act like I didn't even see it. I need y'all to run the likes up though, because look, this what I teach guys, it works in anywhere. It doesn't matter what's now. I'm only doing the United States. I can't speak of Africa or Nigeria. Somebody was asking me. I don't know about all that. I'm just talking about the United States. Watch this. I'm gonna flip my screen around because I'm gonna share something with you. I was buying deals. There's different ways you can buy deals below what they're worth, below market value. But I'm going to show you this software program that I use, okay? Guys, the reason why you want a software program like this one here, it has everything set up for you. You can find pre-foreclosed, bank owns, auctions, failed listings, seller owner finance, all there right there at your fingertips. You want me to share that with you? Right here at your fingertips. Are y'all ready for this? Man, I'm giving y'all more stuff than a lot of people out here are giving y'all. And I know that because I go online and I watch others giving you fluff. They end up with about 500,000 likes. I don't get it, but hey, it is what it is. Do y'all want to see it? Yes or no? This is just for you guys. I want y'all to win. Anybody? Yes? No? All right, let me share with you the software program that I use. It's called PropStream. This is a very good software program, guys. All right, it's a very good software program. Now, somebody put Cincinnati, Ohio, but look, this is PropStream. Okay, watch this. All right, I got you. I got you the best 8. I got you. Somebody said run it. Got you, OG, old guy. PropStream is what I use. Look, somebody asked for Cincinnati, Ohio. I want y'all to see something for a second. 4,000 MLS deals, 1365 pre-foreclosures, 97 auctions, 678 bank owns. You can't tell me there's no deals out here that for you not to get. This is over 100,000 high equity deals. Now watch this. I'm going to click this filter right here. Y'all with me? Let me know if y'all with me. Give me thumbs up, man, because I know some of y'all are going to sleep and y'all want to go back to work, and some of y'all in a chokehold with your job, and I'm trying to show you how to get out of that chokehold. Look at this. Okay, you with me? Thank you. I want to make sure. Look, lead lists, auction deals, divorce. I bought a lot of properties right here, just like this right here. Okay, I bought a lot of properties. But let me share something with you. You go right over here, free and clear. That's 145,316. Free and clear. Now, I'm going to put my phone down for a second, because I want y'all to really grasp this. Here's why I put you on that tab right there. 144,316. That's in Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's why I say this. That's the deals right there where you can get them to where the owner has already paid off the house. There's no mortgage on it. So you can go to them and say, hey, look, I'd like to buy your property, and you don't even have to deal with the banks. Guys, I don't deal with banks. I'm just Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, I don't even deal with them. I don't. And I don't want to, because they're not going to be investor friendly. Does this make sense? Run the likes up. They're not going to be flexible. They're not going to be able to work with you. They're stringent. There's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of bureaucracy. I don't want to deal with it. And the process is long. If I can go through the owner and deal with a title company, it makes it a lot quicker. Does this make sense? Give me a thumbs up. Run the likes up. That is PropStream. PropStream. All right. Run the likes up. Give me a thumbs up if this makes sense. I'm making sure y'all learning something, guys. I'm telling you, if you think your education system is going to teach you this, you are wrongly misunderstood. I'm sharing with you how to make this happen, bro. You can get out of your financial situation. You just have to take the steps to learn this. All right. I just said it. Somebody's comp of 1.5. See, people, that's why I got to always ask you to tap the screen and give me a thumbs up, because I know people ain't paying attention. I stated it earlier. You're going through the owner. That's who funds it. You don't have to go to the bank. You can go through the owner. That's called owner or seller finance. You're working it out between them. You still got to go to the title company. Here's another way you can get funding for your deals. I'm going to share with you another way. If you want me to, put another in the chats. If you want to know another way, run the likes up and put another in the chats. If y'all can tell, I'm passionate about real estate, because This has done wonders for me and my family. I'm not sitting here worried about a job working at the plants anymore. I'm done with those. I'm done with those days. I literally had a professor come in here, and I didn't even know he's a professor. He said, "Man, you should be teaching this." I said, "Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, but they don't teach this in school." Okay, let me show you with you another way. All right. Another way to get funding for your deals, you can partner with people. You partner with people that have the moolah and the credit. When I started at 25, even though I was working at the plants, I wasn't making, I mean, I was making great moolah, but I was exchanging time for wages. Okay. Partner with people that have moolah and credit. Moolah and credit. Now, watch this. Who was I partnering with? Well, I was going to people like that, they're dentists or doctors. They had the bread, they just didn't have the time. Does this make sense, guys? They had the bread, they didn't have the time. Put yes in the chat if this makes sense. I want to deal with people that have the bread, they just don't have the time. Run the likes up and put yes in the chat. Okay, I'm just telling you, that's right. Somebody said perfect. All right. All right, so anyway, so that is a great combination, and that's what you can do. Partner with people that have the moolah, they just don't have the time. And these people that I was working, they didn't have the time, but I had the knowledge and information. That was the trade-off. Let me share with you something. Let me share with you how I had to get creative and how you can too. I was big back in motorcycles back in the day. I was very big into motorcycles. Let me share with you. You see this right here? I'm taking this somewhere with you. Guys, I'm sure there's something that you have of ownership that you can turn around and sell. I'm sure there's something that you have of ownership that you can turn around and sell. I was wanting to get into the game, and that's why I did this. I sold this and used that and collaborated with some other little bit of moolah that I had, and then partnered with these people that gave me some moolah, and that's how I was able to get into real estate. All right. Some of y'all are living in your single family house right now or living in your property. You can always refi. That's another way. There's so many different ways. You're just not informed on how to do this. All right, guys, let me reset the room. There's new people that came in. Guys, my name is Eric. I'm a real estate investor here down south. And all I do is buy properties and rent these things out to Section 8 and different ones too. As y'all come into the room, guys, I ask y'all to please share this information, tap the screen and like it. But here's another thing. I always tell people to be careful out here. I am not going to be DMing you, and I'm not going to be reaching out to you. That's not what I do. If you want to get in contact with me, I'm going to share with you ways that you can get in contact with me. But that's not how I'm going to do it. Please, if you like this information, tap the screen, like, and follow me like literally right now. Because there are SCAMers in here, and as soon as I get off of here, they're going to be reaching out to you. Guys, thanks to you guys, I have a lot of followers. Thanks to you guys. Let me share with y'all, if they don't have this, then you know it's not me. I'm not bragging, I'm not flexing, I'm just telling you. This is because of you guys. You guys in the room and prior to this. They don't have these kind of numbers. These are my follower accounts, thanks to you guys. All right? So that's real talk. I say, I appreciate it. I thank you. Thank you for following me. Thank you for liking this information. But guys, I'm really doing this because I was sick and tired of being broke. And I don't know how many people out here are so sick and tired of it that you're disgusted. But you really don't get over that threshold until you say, okay, look, I'm done. Help me get to that next level. That's what I'm sharing with you, okay? Now, I talked about how to find these deals. I talked about funding. Who wants to know how to make the bread now? If you want to know how to make that bread, run the likes up and put bread in the chats. I need y'all to put bread or put a loaf of bread in the chats. Boy, I tell you, man, I would have done anything for this game. Rebecca said, me, Eric, stop playing. Pokemon, bread. Show Oat, 1911. Curtis, Elizabeth, Omar, that's plenty then. Guys, I don't do this as a charity service. I'm just being honest with you. And that's not being mean, but look, now that I showed you how to find the deals, now how to get funding for it, I want to tell you something real quick. Here's the good thing about real estate. I told you, you need to be providing something to the marketplace. Watch this. When you have a single family property and you're providing it to the marketplace, you're providing an asset to the marketplace. Now you're providing a product and or service because now I'm going to rent this out. Do you see how this is a good double combination with real estate? I'm providing a product, which is the home. I'm providing a service, which is the renting it out process. Does this make sense? Run the likes up. Give me thumbs up. Just a thumbs up is all I need. And run the likes up. I'm telling you, this is the best combination. I don't care what anybody else says, guys. Real estate is not going anywhere. Real estate is not going anywhere because people have to have a place to live. Period, point blank. Man, I think I'm talking to the wrong crowd tonight, man. I think y'all want to know how to go work at a job. I really do. I don't see no thumbs up. Who's this giving me a thumbs up? This is Anthamont. Okay, Curtis. Okay, I'm just making sure, man. Just making sure. So now you need to rent these things out. Let me share with you a couple of ways that I rent my properties out. All right. This is where it gets even better because now you need to know how to make the moolah. Because I'm not going to lie. One of the things I worried about back in the day was how am I going to rent this thing out? And I had to learn the hard way, but I figured it out. Let me explain something to you. In 2000, people weren't talking about Section 8. The year 2000, which is when I started, because I started 26 years ago, this guy right here, well, I'll show you this in a little bit. But anyway, I rent out my properties in Section 8. That's my main one, but I do other ones too. Now watch this. I need y'all to run the likes up and put a city and state again. Run the likes up and put city and state. Okay, I'm just going to put my own. I'm just going to put my own. I'm about to go do some things out today. I got to go look at another deal. I'm going to keep it moving, man. I'm going to keep it moving. Let me pick Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not trying to be impatient, but man, if I get the vibe that people don't want this, let me keep it moving. All right, so I'm going to pick Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. I like Atlanta, man. I really do like Atlanta. I've been there a few times. It's a great place. But Atlanta, Georgia, let me share something with you. Watch all the properties and owners like myself that are at Atlanta, Georgia, that are renting out properties. We get these properties and we get income look at this. This is Atlanta. Do you see all the pins here? I want you to make sure we all see this. That's 869 rentals, guys, boys and girls. There's 806. When you put your properties on here for free, okay, and then you also have the tenant that can get on this portal for free, you can rent your properties out. I don't have a problem renting my properties out. And Section 8 is in every city, guys. It's in every single city. I just did Atlanta. Let me pick the last one. Just MME. Just Mimi. Let me see who this is. Watch this. I'm going to pick H-Town. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to pick H-Town. You see, the reason why people hear such negativity about Section 8 is usually the same people that are talking about it, they have no clue about Section 8. And here's something else I want to tell you, guys. Don't let people talk you out of your dreams. It makes no sense. If Section 8 didn't work, how's it been around for so long? It was created in 1972, the year I was born. Look, I'm going to pull up H-Town because somebody asked about H-Town. Watch this. And I'm going to give you a little secret about H-Town that a lot of people don't even know about H-Town. But let me share this with you. Watch this. This is H-Town. Look at all these pins are owners of the properties. I don't think y'all are picking up what I'm even putting down, man. I don't think y'all have a clue what I'm saying. I think I'm talking to the abyss right now. Look, these properties right here, these are owners like myself. And we put it on here and we get tenants reaching out to us all the time. Look, that's 1,248 rentals on the Houston Housing Authority. Well, let me give you a little catch here. Some of the big cities like Houston and even Dallas, they have more than one Section 8. So in H-Town, they got a Houston Housing Authority, and then they also got a Harris County Housing Authority. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just saying. That's just one way. Guys, I get income every single month on the 1st. It doesn't matter if there's a war. It doesn't matter if there's COVID-19. It doesn't matter if there's a .com bubble. It don't matter what's going on in the world and society. I'm linked up with the government and I get income every single month on the first. Why would I exchange time for wages when I can get residual passive income every single month? I'm going to stop and let that resonate. I'm going to let that marinate for a second. Why would you go out there and chase a job and dependent on one stream of income when people have to have a place to live and you can buy these properties and rent these things out? I don't get it. Because they don't teach you this in school. Because you listen to your brother and your neighbor and they say real estate doesn't work and Section 8 doesn't work. That's why you believe it. So now you knock yourself out of a dream. Remember what I told you earlier? I said, be careful who you listen to. Be careful about the people that you hang around with because you'll end up being a product of them. I don't think y'all was in here long enough. Maybe y'all didn't hear it. I'm going to let that resonate for a second. Now, I'm not even at my, look, how is this that I'm not even at 20,000 likes, but I gave y'all 70,000 likes worth of information right now? It's amazing. But that's okay. I remember what it was like. And I'm going to tell you something. I would have done anything for this game. Anything for this game and information. And it's free. 99.9% of you guys are going to pass up on this and you're going to go right back to your job. Miserable, depressed, unhappy, sad, broken, and still living in the poor and the middle class when all you have to do is shift your mindset. This is what I had to do. Guys, you can break that financial curse. All right, you can break that financial curse simply by shifting the mindset. I had to shift my mindset. I said to myself, I believe in myself. I know I can do this, and I'm not going to have anybody stop me. And thankfully to this day, after all that I've learned, I've been able to create my own product, my own program to help people get out of that financial curse. If you want to learn how to get out of your situation and you want to work with me, guys, put start in the chats. Just if you're interested. Now, if you're not interested, that's okay, because I don't want to waste people's time and I don't want to waste my time, okay? If you're interested in working with me, put start in the chats. Just curious. Oh, and by the way, I'm only going to get 3 people in. I only want to work with 3 people at a time. It's not because I'm being picky. It's just I want to make sure I can be able to work with you and customize a plan. And you're going to be working with, you're going to have access to me. But again, don't put start if you're not serious. Okay? And I'm going to tell you another thing. It's going to hurt people's feelings. I'm not trying to hurt people's feelings. But even though my live is FREE, what I'm about to offer you is not FREE. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I know people like FREE stuff, but this ain't FREE. So maybe y'all want to reverse that start. I don't know. But I'm just being honest with you. It's not FREE. But the key, guys, is you have to be able to invest in yourself. You have to want to invest in yourself. You can go to all these social media platforms and try to piece everything together. I've done that before. You cut your learning curve when you can learn from somebody that's already done it before. All right? Are y'all ready for this? Let me know by putting it in the chats. Put ready in the chats. I'm going to share something with y'all as I get my screen ready. Guys, if you want to work with me and you want to get access to me, okay, and you want to learn how to get out of your situation and you're sick and tired of being broke and trying to struggle and try to make this happen, okay, I'm going to share with you something that I have, okay? Yes, it's an offer. Offer stands for something. Opportunity for folks experiencing real struggles. This was me, so I'm sharing this with you. Opportunity for folks experiencing real struggles. Watch this. You're going to get access to me, guys. You get weekly access to me in your journey of real estate. You're going to have me in your back pocket. And I'm going to show you how to go get these deals, how to find them below market value. I'm going to walk you and help you through the process. I can't do it for you, but I'm going to help you and guide you, okay? And then you're also going to get my program. It's something that I created. It's called Property to Wealth Digital Playbook. All it is, basically, guys, it's learning. It's teaching in video style, just like when you're going to school. It's just classroom teaching, and it's through me. It's not a representative. This is mine because this is something that I created. It's called Property to Wealth. It's my brand. It's my program, something that I created. So for those that are interested, I'm going to flip my screen around to share with you how you can get started. Okay? Are y'all ready for this? I don't know who's still in here. Just because you're in here doesn't mean you're paying attention. I want to make sure. Run the likes up. Are y'all still here? Because sometimes my phone does freeze up. That's why I have to continue to ask you that. And guys, again, follow me if you like this information. I suggest you follow me. Okay, so S is ready. Okay, so I just see one S. Okay, this is for you, S. And then this is for you, S, because you're asking about it. So here you go. Here I am live right here. Okay. All you got to do is come right here. Go right there. It says open up anyway. When you go open up anyway, here I am right here, guys. When you get to the screen, that's me. Okay. You're going to get my one-on-one coaching. Okay. You're going to have me in your back pocket. That's your investment. Okay, this is your investment to getting in with me. And I'm going to walk you through the process step by step. This is really for the beginners that want to learn the game of real estate. There's different ways you can do this, guys. You can pay all up front or you can do PAY plans, either one. Okay, sometimes some people only put zero down, but whatever it takes to be able to make it easy and comfortable for you. But this is all it is learning, and I'm guiding you through the process and helping you. Look, Afterpay or Klarna. And that's your investment, like I said, guys. That is your investment. This is inside. Well, let me see if y'all want to see the inside classroom. Do y'all want to see the inside classroom? Something that I created. It's called Property to Wealth. And guys, I want to tell you something. Even if you're working your JOB, you could still be able to do this because I did. That's why I was able to create this. That's why I was able to have 35 single family houses at my peak. It's because I had people don't have systems in place. That's why you're not able to do this. All right, S, I got you. So S wants to see the inside of the classroom. Watch this. And I only want to deal with people that are serious, all right? I don't want to deal with people that are just, wondering or, if you have second guess, then don't do it. It's okay. You're going to get inside, guys. I'm going to teach you about Section 8, the software program I use. This is actually one of my walkthroughs of my property, so I'm giving you an example of how this really works. I talk about mindset, guys. It's a lot of classroom information. You get to go at your own pace and it's yours forever, okay? And I break everything, how to analyze deals. I talk about the software, what to look for, how to set up your business. Again, I talk about the funding sources. There's different funding sources. You're going to get my ebook, okay, and other templates. And you're going to get my audio book too. All that is valued. You're getting a bundle package. So you get me in your back pocket, okay? And this is a bundle package for only $479 when it's usually just over $1,000. All right. So if you understand that, give me a thumbs up, because if you missed anything, let me know. But does that make sense what I just did and how I explained it? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Now, this offer only lasts while I'm on my live. Okay. This offer only lasts while I'm on my live. Does everybody get it? Or you don't have to buy it now. Did you understand the process is what I'm getting at. Everybody's quiet now. Okay. All right. Let me show you one of my deals. I like that. No, Eric, we don't really care. Okay. It's no big deal. Okay. So let me show you one of my properties. I'm going to share with you one of my properties. That's funny. I'm going to share with you one of my properties I bought in 2019. All right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you understood. I wanted to make sure I walk you through the process. And guys, this is only going to last until I'm on my live, because once I get off my live, I'm taking that off because I don't want to deal with people that are iffy. It just makes it hard for both of us. Okay. Those that are sure, they know they want to make changes in their life and they want to make it happen and they want me in their back pocket. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to share with you one of my properties that I did. And I'm sharing with you not to brag or to impress you. I'm showing you like you can do this. It's not hard, but it makes it harder if you don't have somebody to help you. Okay. Here's one of my properties. I'm going to share with you the after pictures. If y'all would like to see it, run the likes up. Run the likes up. Guys, the key is what I'm sharing with you is that you have to have assets in your life. I'm just being honest with you. This is the cheat code to wealth. If you don't have any assets and anything working for you, it's impossible. You're never going to get ahead by exchanging time for wages. And that's exactly what you're doing at a JOB. This is why you can't get ahead. Does this make sense? That you have to have assets. You look on the Forbes 500 list, I promise you, nobody is on a JOB. Anybody that's on the Forbes 500 list, the wealthy, they are not on the Forbes The Forbes 500 list, there's nobody that has a JOB. They all have businesses or assets. Are y'all with me? Yes? Nah, Eric, I'm okay. Anybody? Y'all out there? Okay, I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna share with you my after pictures of one of my properties. I bought this in 2019. Guys, anybody can do this. And I literally mean it if you just take the time out to learn. So, oh, this is funny. Okay, let me keep it moving. But this is one of my properties that I bought. And I bought this less than what it was worth. Okay, that is the key. I bought this less than what it was worth. This is the afterwards because I'm not going to show you the befores, but this is what it looks like afterwards, after I got it fixed up. And then I turn around and rent these things out. Okay, and I rent my properties out to Section 8. I do traveling nurses. I didn't even talk about that, and insurance companies. But there's so many ways you can make this happen, guys. But this is how I was able to get out of the plant work. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I don't know how many people are sick and tired of it. A lot of people say it, but they're not at that threshold where they want to make a change. This is most people. Most people lip service about what they want to do, but nothing really comes to fruition until you start to actually take action. I'm just being honest with you. All right. Does anybody have any questions before we get out of here, though? Anybody have any questions before we leave? Any questions at all? Put them in the chats. I'm going to stay on for just a little bit. And the offer will only last until I'm on, because once I get off, it's off, guys. Once I get off, it's off the table, okay? No questions? Okay, amazing. Okay, well, that's it with my presentation, guys. But at the end of the day, guys, I tell people, guys, at a minimum, at least purchase some assets. This is what's keeping you broke. All you're going to do is get in this cycle of generational financial destruction simply by working for somebody, never getting ahead, getting paid on Friday, and by Monday you're broke again. It's just a cycle. And until you decide to make that change, then things will change. See y'all in the next live. Y'all stay safe.